Hey YouTube, I'm back again. I'm here with some more pickups. Literally, this is stuff that I bought today. I had a ride out this morning, and it was just my intention to visit a few charity shops, and then I ended up moving on and eventually ended up out at the coast looking around some more shops, and yeah, it was pretty much slim pickings. I didn't come home with that much. Yeah, I was very disappointed, but it seems there's enough here for a quick video, so I thought I'd show you quickly what I bought. So my first port of call, if you like, this morning, I went out to Thornaby. There's only 3 charity shops there, but one of them is one of my go-tos when it comes to looking for VHS. It seems to be about the best. It's a Butterwick hospice, and most of the charity shops that I still find VHS in are Butterwick hospice, but this one's generally the best. So I picked up a couple of DVDs. So one of the Scooby-Doo for the collection. This is Big Top Scooby-Doo, original movie. I've never come across this one ever before, and the ultraviolet code was still valid, which is great because tomorrow's the last day for redeeming those. So I was chuffed about that. 25p. Also for 25p, Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country. This is a limited edition set from around about 2002, 2003 maybe. I don't know if it shows there. It's limited number 12,783 of I don't know how many. And each one of these that came out, I think there was only 6. Did they do Generations? I can't remember. I think they only did the first 6. They all came with an extra disc. In this case, it was a PC game, Klingon Academy. I probably won't end up playing that, but yeah, it's got the usual slip inside with the chapters and the movie disc. Shame they didn't put an extras disc in here instead of a game. But yeah, they're nice to collect these limited editions. I think I've got 3 or 4 of them now from this set. Then a couple of VHS, 15p each. So I grabbed The Never-Ending Story and The Never-Ending Story Next Chapter, double feature VHS. It's a while since I've seen either of these films. I do remember really liking the first one. I don't remember much of the second one. And I'm pretty sure they're both out on DVD, and I think the first one's even out on Blu-ray now. But yeah, it was 15p, so I had to grab it. This is probably one of the 2 best pickups of the day. Song of the South on VHS. Again, 15p. I have had this before. I think I got it off eBay last time. And 2, maybe 3 years ago, I sent it to Cinema Sickness because I knew that he was looking for it, and I thought, oh yeah, I'll pick up another one, no problem. And I suppose I could have just grabbed one off eBay again. And I've been tracking them and looking at them every once in a while, and I mean, they're going between about 6 and I think I've seen them up as much as £18 with the postage. I mean, you're going to pay a minimum of £3 postage for a VHS tape unless, of course, somebody doesn't quite know what to charge. But yeah, I haven't seen one on eBay anyway. Cutting a long story short, at a price that I wanted to buy it at, so bided me time, and it paid off eventually. Of all the places I thought I would find one, actually this place, this Butterwick Hospice, was the one. because they have two VHS sections. They have all the movies and then the kids' movies separated, and then you usually have quite a big shelf of Disney and kids related videotapes, but usually a lot of Disney, and I always go in there hoping that I'll see one of these one day, and today was that day, so yeah, chuffed about that. Then I moved a couple of doors up to oh my goodness me, where was this? I've just looked at the receipt 5 minutes ago and I can't remember. And I'm going to try and reach down into the bag and see if I can find it. There it is. Bernardo's. These were 50p each. They had the sign up saying DVDs, CDs and books. 50p each or £5 for £2, but these were the only, or excluded box sets. But these are the only two I wanted. So I've got Not Going Out, Series 2. So this fills a gap. It doesn't complete the set, but I had 1, 3, 4 and 6, I think, maybe 7, 6 or 7. So I needed 2. So yeah, great. Really like this comedy, really good. So I'm happy to have got that. And then this is an upgrade, the Spider Chronicles. I have the DVD, so I've got it on Blu-ray. Again, 50p. Then the third charity shop, there was nothing at all worth getting. And at this point I moved on, as I normally do when I go to Thornaby. I went to Colby Newham. Again, there's what, 3 charity shops. A couple have closed down. There used to be more. And there's also a Poundland and a Tesco's. I didn't even bother going in Tesco's, to be honest. Poundland was another bust, and I could rant about Poundland. Yeah, the only thing I got there was 50p 2012 London Olympics Blu-ray. Part of the 3 for £1, but there was nothing else there that I was even remotely interested in. This, if I'm honest, doesn't interest me. I don't know whether I'll watch it or not, but I know of a good home that this will go to. 50p, what can I say? Yeah, and as I left Colby Newham, I was intending on going to Middlesbrough, but there's another Poundland outside of Middlesbrough on a small retail park, but it's the far side, so I thought I'd just, rather driving through the centre, I'd take the dual carriageway, sort of bypass round the edge of town, which takes me not an inconsiderable distance from Redcar. So I thought, oh, what the hell, I'll go to Redcar. And while I'm at Redcar, I might as well go to Saltburn. Saltburn's only a few miles up the road on the coast. I thought there was 4 charity shops, but it turns out there's only 3. And again, it was a bust. I found absolutely nothing. Actually, no, that's not true. I found a box set, a lost DVD box set of the first 5 series for £3, which is a fantastic deal. I scanned it on the CX app, and £7 trading. I thought, we'll be having that. So it was sort of 5 individual box sets within the hard card sleeve. So I got each box set out and started checking the discs, and Series 1 was okay, Series 2 was okay. There was 1 or 2 discs with some very light marks. Again, Series 3 was fine. Came to Series 4, and those discs were like hockey pucks. I don't know what on earth they'd been doing with them, but they were awful. So yeah, unfortunately that was no good. I had to go back up on the shelf, and yeah, moved on into Redcar. And there's a lot of places in Redcar. 7, maybe 8 charity shops. The CEX, Poundland, Cash Converters. There's even a Time Bargains opened in there. But yeah, very little. There were items I probably could have bought while I was in CEX. Didn't have any vouchers, and I decided not to buy anything. Had I seen something in there that was a wow, and I thought, wow, I'm not going to find that again anytime soon, then I might have bought it, but I didn't. It was just pretty much common stuff, or cheap stuff that I'll probably see again at some point soon. So yeah, the first charity shop pickup I got was from the British Heart Foundation once again, and it was another one of these 3 for £1 deals. But again, there was the only other one that was there that I thought might be worth getting was actually, there was a couple. There was Star Wars Episode 1 2-disc DVD, which used to be a really good trade-in. When I scanned it, it's down to 10p. So yeah, I went back, and the only other one was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air Series 4, which the discs were not bad, but not great. And I mean, it's only a 30p trade-in. At the end, I put them 2 back. I thought that the trade that I'll get for them will just make this more expensive, really. So for 50p, I do like these Hong Kong Legends releases. So yeah, I thought, what the heck, grab that. And speaking of which, if you watch my last video, I grabbed that. Actually, this might not have been in the last video now I think about it. It'll have been in the what I bought to trade into CEX. And that video hasn't gone up yet. And in hindsight, I decided not to trade this in. I decided to keep it instead, which is Police Story 2. Anyhow, yeah, we're moving on to what we got. Scope. So they were doing once again a 3 for £1 deal. So first of all, I got Michael McIntyre Showtime Blu-ray. Actually, this comes with a UV code, which I haven't tried yet. A movie I could have sworn that I owned, but when I checked the app on my phone, it wasn't on there, so grabbed that. Loads of Dogtown. Yeah, it looks interesting. I don't believe I've seen it, but I could have sworn that I owned it. And after that, I was struggling. I didn't know what to get. There's nothing much I fancied, and I spotted this just as a trade-in. Diva Las Vegas, Bette Midler. I have absolutely no interest in this at all. So yeah, it's just trade fodder. And then finally, one of the last charity shops, the last charity shop I bought anything from, but the last one I went into was another Teesside Hospice. I think it is probably the 3rd one of the day, but the first one I actually bought anything in. These again were 3 for £1. One I'm definitely trading in, one I'm definitely keeping, and one I'm undecided about. So the one I'm trading in is Nirvana Live Tonight Sold Out DVD. This trades in at £1.20, so it pays for the other 2 pretty much. Well, more than pretty much it does. Yeah, I probably won't ever watch this. As much as I do like one or two of their tracks. I have no interest in watching a live concert of Nirvana. Then this thing I saw back in the 80s, probably on video, whether it was a rental or whether it was a bootleg that somebody lent me, I don't know. It might have even been on telly. This is The Great Rock and Roll Swindle with the Sex Pistols. And it's such a long time since I've seen this, and there was such a buzz about this film back then, and even going back or coming forward, well, going back from now to the sort of the late 90s and early 2000s, when sort of DVD was emerging and VHS was dying, and well, even then it wasn't dying, but the VHS of this must have been deleted quite early, because I remember this was one of those titles that you always looked out for at the car boot sale to put on eBay, because it always commanded a high price on VHS. It was, I guess, before the DVD had been released, and I don't think I ever picked up one, because I'm sure I would have watched it if I had, and I'm sure I haven't seen this for 30 years at least. But yeah, to get as part of a 3 for £1, again, this is even more than Song of the South. This is probably pick up of the day for 33p. And then finally, I'm undecided on whether I'm keeping or trading this. Both of these, that one and this one, trading at £3 at CX, but that I'm keeping. This is the Sex Pistols again. Never mind the bollocks. I don't know if this is, it says there at the bottom, the definitive authorised story of the album, which, if that's the case, if it's a documentary, then I'll probably end up keeping it. I was thinking it's probably just a bunch of music promos or live tracks. But if it's a documentary, then I might end up keeping it. So that's it. That's pretty much all the stuff that I grabbed today. Not as good a day considering the amount of places I've been to as I would have liked. But that's how hunting goes sometimes. Sometimes you find the bargains, and I definitely found the bargains, but they were just that few and far between, slim pickings, as I said before. Yeah, so anyway, thanks very much for watching. I've still got a pickups video to do for this last week or so, and there's probably a similar amount again to show you that I've got over the last, like I say, last almost 10 days, I think. But yeah, that's it. Thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Ta-ra.